Yes, my name is Sadania. I'm teaching advanced mathematics, and today I'm going to show you on how we can obtain this formula. The topic is the shortest distance, the shortest or perpendicular distance of a point from the line. As you see now, consider we need to find the distance from this point up to this line. So there is a formula which actually is used by finding the distance from this point to this point. That formula is that one. So for this moment, I'm going to show you on how you can obtain this formula. So now, solutioning. So we have this line. We have this line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We have this line, but also we have a point which is x1, y1. So we need to show that the formula used to find the distance from this point up to this line is this one. So first of all, we have to insert this linear equation in the x, y plane. So before going to insert this line to the xy plane, you have to know to where this line will pass at the xy plane. So first of all, we need to find the x and y intercept of this line. So now, find the x and the y intercept. So from ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So for x intercept, y will be equal to 0. For x axis, for x intercept, y will be equal to 0. So now, from ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. But y is equal to 0. So now it will be ax plus b bracket 0 plus c will be equal to 0. Ax plus c will be equal to 0. So now this is going to be minus b to the right hand side. We will take ax equal to 0 minus c. So ax will be equal to negative and c. So we need x. So ax will be equal to negative c divided by a divided by a. So x you get is equal to negative c over a. Now the point will be equal to negative c over a comma 0. Also, we are going to find the y-intercept. For y-intercept, for intercept, now x will be equal to 0. So from ax plus by plus c will be equal to 0. But in x we have is equal to 0. So a bracket 0 plus by plus c will be equal to 0. So by plus c will be equal to 0. So this is going to the right hand side. by is equal to 0 minus c. So Vy is equal to negative c, then divided by b, both sides. So you get y is equal to negative c over b. So the point will be 0, negative c over b. So after getting the x and the y intercept, it will be easy for us now to know to where this line will cut to the x and the y plane, xy plane. So consider the xy plane below. This is 0. This is y axis. This is x axis. So the line will be placed at this point, negative c, 0, and 0, negative c over b. So let's assume the quadrant which consists of both negative and a positive, negative and a negative x. The quadrant consists of, so it will be drawn to the third quadrant. So let this point be here. Let's call this is point A. So it will be negative c over a, 0. And this point will be negative 0, negative, 0, c over b. So let's call this point is point b. So our line AB, our line AX plus BY plus C will be placed at this side. Now this is ax plus b, y plus c, c is equal to 0. So now we need to find the distance from this line to there, from this point p x1 up to this line. So when we draw welding, we get to have a triangle. This is the triangle. So if it's a triangle, we can use the formulas of finding the areas of a triangle and determining the formula used to find the perimeter distance formula. So starting from area, which will be, A1, will be equal to a half bracket base times height. But from our triangle, base is equal to, base is this one. The distance from A, the distance from A to B is our base. The distance from A up to B is our base. So our base will be equal to AB. But also our height is this distance from this point to this up to this point. You see the height, which is B. So base is equal to AB, and height is equal to B, which is the perpendicular distance which we are going to find. So now our area will be equal to a half times AB, which is base, times our height, which is the distance. But our base AB will be obtained by finding the distance from the distance between the 2 points, which is equal to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So now AB would be equal to x2 to x1. So x2 here is 0 and x1 is negative c over n. X2 is equal to 0, then minus x1 negative c over n. Then square plus y2 is equal to negative c over b minus y1 is equal to 0. X2 is equal to negative c over b minus y1 is equal to 0. Then you square. So AB will be equal to, so it will be c square over b square. So AB will be equal to a square b square. Then this a square b square divided by a, you get b square. So it will be c square b square plus divided by this, get a times c equal to c square a square. So now AB is equal to, this is c, will be out of a square plus b square divided by a square b square. So now AB will be equal to c over AB square root of a square plus b square. So now we call that a1 is equal to a half times AB times b. So now A1 will be equal to b will be equal to 1 over 2. AB is equal to this one, c over AB square root of a square plus b square times b. So A1 will be equal to bc over AB square root of a square plus b square. This will be the first equation. So now also we are going to use another formula for finding the area of the triangle, which is area equal to A2 is equal to 1 over 2 and absolute x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3, 1, 1, 1. So area 2 will be equal to 1 over 2. X1 is the negative a over c. X2 is 0. X3 is x1. So negative c over a 0 x1. Then y1 is equal to 0. Y2 is equal to negative c over b. Y3 is equal to y1. So it will be 0, negative c over b, then y1, then 1, 1, 1. So now we need to find the determinants of this matrix. So now area 2 will be equal to absolute 1 over 2 brackets negative c over a absolute. So when you take this column and this column will not be used. So if you take negative c over b by 1, then 1, 1 minus 0. So if we take this 0, this column and this row not be used. So we take 0, it's 1, 1, 1. Also we plus with 1 bracket. If we take this one, this row and this column will not be used. So 0, x1, negative c over b, y1. Area 2 will be equal to a half bracket. So we need to find the determinant of this. Determinant of this times this one. So negative c over a times the determinant of this matrix. So take 1 times negative c over b minus 1. So it will be 1 times negative c over b minus 1. We minus the 0. Almost here it will be 0. It will be 0 almost. So now we plus. We plus with the 1 bracket times the determinant of that matrix times the determinant of this matrix, which will be negative y1 times 0 minus the product of x1 and the c, negative c over b. So it will be 0 minus x1 times negative c over b. So area 2 will be equal to negative 1 will be equal to a half bracket negative c over a times negative c over b minus 1 plus almost this here is 0 plus x c1 over b. Now area 2 will be equal to absolute 1 over 2 bracket this and this get c squared and this get ab plus c 1 over n plus c is 1 over b. Now we need to find the LCM of this, and this. So there's the LCM of this, and this. So area 2 will be equal to absolute 1 over 2 bracket LCM of this, and this is equal to AB. So AB divided by this get 1 times this get c squared. Then plus this divided by this get b times this one get dc1 plus this divided by this get a times this get lcx1. So now we factor out c. If we factor out c, area 2 will be equal to absolute 1 over 2 bracket c plus we remain b by 1 plus we remain ax1 then divided by ab. So now area 2 will be equal to absolute of c over 2a bracket we arrange in periodic order ax1 plus b over 1 plus c over 1. So now area 2 will be equal to c over 2 is ab bracket ax1 plus b y1 plus c. Almost we have it is not compulsory to keep constant because always the area of triangle becomes positive. So since all formulas used to find the area of triangle brings the same result. This makes us compare area 1 equal to area 2. So now area 1 was a half was area 1 was area 1. Let me find area 1. So area 1 was this one. BC of AB. BC over AB square root times square root of A square plus B square will be equal to this area. C over 2 is 2AB bracket A x1 plus B y1 plus C. So now this and this will be cancelled out. We make the B and the square root of A square plus B square equal to A x1 plus B y1 plus C. So since we need the distance, we have to make the distance a subject. So by dividing the square root of A square plus B square divided by A square plus B square. So now the distance will be equal to A x1 plus B y1 plus C or A square plus B square. So this, since the distance can be negative, we put the absolute. So hence shown positive. So this is how the perpendicular distance formula can be derived. So my name is Daniel Peter. I'm together with
Saturn.
Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, and comment.